Hello, welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Laura. That's my husband, Mark. Say hello.
Hello.
And we are in Yosemite National Park today. This is going to be day 1 of 2. We came in through the south entrance. There was quite a long line to get in. And we stopped right just on the inside of that entrance at Mariposa Grove parking lot. We took the shuttle bus that runs every 15 to 20 minutes. You don't need a reservation or anything for the shuttle bus, but you did need a reservation to get in this time of year, which is October, only if you're here on the weekends, because it's still peak season for the weekends. But I don't think it's too bad. Like, the parking lot wasn't completely full, and we got in here pretty late today. Tomorrow we're gonna get a much earlier start and hopefully beat some of the crowds getting in. It was about a 25-30 minute wait just to get in the entrance. We're walking along the Mariposa Grove trail right now, seeing some more of the giant sequoias, and then we'll head into the valley. Walk through a tree this time.
And it looks like there's stuff coming down the wall, like sap. Yeah.
Wow.
Sap leaking out.
That's pretty cool.
What kind of sap is it?
Look at that.
Have you heard,
I highly recommend that if you do the Grizzly Giant Loop Trail, that you take the longer way back to the shuttle bus area, because we've had this part of the trail pretty much all to ourselves. It was 0.8 miles, pretty steep hike up to get to the Grizzly Giant, but tons of people. This way is like 1.2 miles. So for 0.3 miles further of a walk, you are rewarded with peace and quiet, and it's also not as steep going back down. So I prefer that because of my knees. The other thing is, then you're not just seeing the same sights out and back, you're kind of seeing some different views of the little forest area going back down this way. So this turned out to be a pretty nice little detour. I think Mark was filming me with the GoPro that whole time. Some good evidence here of the Washburn fire that swept through this area. I think he said in 2022. Is that right, babe? 2022. You can see some of the fire damage on the trees over here.
giant trees and little critters. You can hide in there, honey. It's a hiding spot for you. See if you fit. Yep, she fits.
The shuttle area, and it looks like just in time because there's one that just let off over there. That was a fun little stop at the Mariposa Grove. We only spent, what, like an hour and a half, 2 hours or so there. But we used the restroom. They had a small little gift shop that you could check out. We got to see some more of the giant sequoias. That'll probably be our last time seeing those. I think that might be the only place where they have sequoias in Yosemite. I'm not positive about that, but I think it was the only place that we plan on stopping to see them, because we spent the last 2 days seeing sequoias in Sequoia National Park and Kings Canyon. So we're done with the big trees for a while. Next, we're headed up to Glacier Point. So we're driving along the main road up towards Yosemite Valley, but we're gonna detour on Glacier Point Road because we've heard that that's a really beautiful view. In the meantime, we're just enjoying the drive here. We saw many signs that say speeding kills bears, and in their little park newsletter it said that 15 bears have been killed this year alone by speeding.
If you're in a park, drive slow.
Yeah, we've
Take
seen
your time and look around.
We've seen a lot of people that just like want to rush through it, and it's like, I get it, maybe they've been here before or they've driven through this part before, but you know, just take your time. That people are here to look and enjoy their surroundings and be mindful of the wildlife who live here and call it home. So anyway, just our little TED talk for the day. We're headed off to see some more beautiful views. Haven't made it to Glacier Point yet, but we made it to Washburn Point, which is just before you get to Glacier Point, and we got our first good view of Half Dome from here. Mark can see with his binoculars there are people hiking at the very top of Half Dome. I think we see some climbers maybe on the side of it as well. Kind of hard to tell, they're so far away, but you can definitely see people at the top. And then I'm not positive, but I think that's Vernell Falls, and then up a little higher, Nevada Falls, and that's one of the hikes that we plan to do tomorrow. To Glacier Point, pretty full parking lot. Let's go see what the views look like from here. Back on the main road that we came in on, and we're headed down to the valley. I think the next spot we should get to will be Tunnel View. And the crazy parking lot. That was very crowded at Tunnel View, but it's super pretty. I mean, that's a must. That's like one of the most iconic, you know, pictures that you see of Yosemite is that view from that spot. I think that's Bridalveil Falls that you could see from there. And there was like a rainbow. It looked like it was a rainbow of water, yeah, from the mist and the sun right now. Really beautiful, really cool to see. Obviously not a lot of water. We're here in the fall. If you want to see a lot of water in the falls, you definitely have to come earlier in the year, spring or early summer, I think. But you can still see the falls trickling down, and it was really neat to see. So we're headed into the valley next. We found our first stop right away because the falls that I was talking about, Bridalveil Falls, is actually right here. It's a half-a-mile trail to get to the base of the waterfall. Sure where we're that. We just saw that there was a little spot where you could pull off and lots of good mountain views all around us, so we just thought we would stop here and check this out. Oh wow, that's pretty. Okay, so that's the swinging bridge. There's another spot that you can pull off closer to the bridge, but this was a quick walk just to get here to the same place. People swimming over there. I bet that water's cold. This looks so pretty though. Well, you can tell where Yosemite Falls usually is right here. It's completely dried up at this point in October. We're here on what, the 12th? Mm-hmm. So you can tell where it would be flowing. Have to use your imagination this time of year. But if you come in the spring or early summer, again, the waterfall is really something to see, I'm sure. And as you can see, it's beautiful any time of year still. The mountains. Those don't go anywhere. They had a sign that showed that in 1997 there was a flood there, and so we would have been standing like up to our heads in water in that valley area. They don't have to worry about that right now. Probably haven't in a long time. That's all we're gonna see for today. We're headed back to our hotel room for tonight. We have a whole day planned tomorrow, including a longer hike, exploring the rest of the valley. It's kind of what we have planned tomorrow. We'll see how it all works out.